This episode of Ask Your Dad is brought to you by Marley's. With this whole coronavirus thing, it's really important to support local right now. Obviously, the restaurants and bars and things like that are all kind of running on just takeout and delivery. You can't go inside restaurants anymore. So, it's important to kind of go and support your local eateries. These guys do sliders, they do salads, they do a killer breakfast. I've been there twice this week already, just going through the drive-thru. It's great food. Owners are great, and they're just in Linden for those of you in Utah County. They also have one in West Jordan. The one in Linden is inside the Harley-Davidson right there. So once again, support Marley's. Go to marleys.com, and you can order directly on the site, or there's a phone number there. You can call and order pickup, or again, they have a drive-through. So once again, that's marleys.com. Support these guys. Great food, great place. If you haven't tried it, this is your perfect time to start. Again, support local.
Ask your dad.
Welcome to Ask Your Dad. This is episode 11. So we are still neck deep in this virus. But we're doing this episode anyways. So we're gonna continue to give the people what they want. So we got 3 guests here today. One of them, we had to kind of pull him in and drag him by the feet a little bit, but I'll let him introduce himself first.
I'm Jake Price.
One child, right?
One child.
How old?
1 year next month.
Yeah.
11 months.
You're too tired, but you're not going to be very tired anymore.
Yeah, he's the last, probably.
The last. Just a single kid?
Yeah.
All right. Couple more guys here.
Jordan Boyce, 2 kids, 1 incoming.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Boy or girl?
Trips boys.
Oh, you got Trips boys? How tired?
And then I'm Kyle Broadhead, 2 boys, ages 3.5 and 8 weeks.
Just one day.
So tired all the time.
Oh, man. So before we turn this on, we were talking about, so we're like, so what's today? March 18th, 19th or something?
19th.
This will come out on Monday, but March 19th, Thursday, March 19th. So they just announced today, and probably people are so sick of talking about the coronavirus, but that's all we've been talking about for the last week. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. They just announced that California shut down completely, right? Did you see that?
Yeah, my wife
40
was telling
million.
me that.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's wild.
40 million people.
Yeah, just 40 million. And and then Utah just got a thing they posted tonight was that you'll basically, if you have more than 10 people, you can get a misdemeanor gathered, right?
Dude, my wife literally
Salt Lake
just sent
County,
me that.
I think.
Is it Salt Lake County? Oh, I thought it was everywhere.
I thought it was
So the
just
only
Salt Lake
exception is not really an exception, but if you're like at work, you have like multiple people, you just have to be like, do the 6 foot spread. 6 foot spread them.
We're like 4.5 right here.
Yeah, we're doing pretty
Spread the
good.
wings.
Yeah, I'm a pretty short guy, so I think I'll be all right. So, but we were talking about before we pressed record. We were talking about basically all the funny memes that have come out of this, right? And the one that is probably the most prevalent, at least, for most of my group and most of the group here,
Yeah, around here for sure.
is the guy has a name now. My buddy sent me the guy's name and his history. So hold on, we're gonna tell you his name. His name's Barry. So
Barry.
if any of you, this is like
B-A-R?
Thursday, Friday.
-E.
B-A-R-R-L-Y. So he, if anyone got that Trump, so I got it from my buddy who works as a doctor, like in Michigan. So I thought it was legit. He got me so bad. So he's basically like, dude, can you believe this? And it's a link that was basically, hey, it says like, it has the little thumbnail, Donald Trump test positive. You click on it and it's just the biggest, not like a fat guy. Like he looks like the guy off the black dude off Green Mile. You guys ever
He's
seen that
just
movie?
thick.
The biggest dude you've ever, Shaq, like literally Shaq, but like stronger than Shaq somehow. Just this dude sitting in a chair, butt naked. It's an image that I don't think I'll ever cleanse fully from my brain.
Just that tree trunk.
So it's just.
Have you ever been to
I've heard
San
it compared to a
Francisco,
loaf
the
of
redwood
bread.
forest? That's a couple redwoods sitting there,
sequoias.
bro.
So he's just sitting there, calm as a cucumber, in a chair, like it's like one of those like formal pictures, but he's butt naked. anyway, I couldn't click out of it fast enough. Sent it to everybody in my address book. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I sent it to my cousin, Kellen. So Kellen, if you're listening, I'm about to roast you, but I sent it to him, and I guess like some iPhones are blocking it because they like can sense that it's like a hoax or a scam link or whatever. Because the link looks legit, but there's like a couple letters missing or whatever. And so I sent it to him, and I'm like, dude, did you see that? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I just sent you this link. He's like, what is it? I'm like, you didn't hear about Trump? He's like, what are you talking about? And so I'm like, I sent the link like 4 or 5 times. It wouldn't work. So finally I'm like, dude, what's your email? Trump tests positive. There's this huge article about it. He's like, no, wait, you're lying. So he gives me his email address. I email it to him. And then he calls me like right away. He's like, dude, you are kidding me. He was so pissed because I got him so good. So that's how, I mean, I heard, you guys probably all saw it, right? Like I'm assuming someone here at work sent it to you.
Yeah, I've seen it with
I
a
got
couple
roasted.
different.
Colby Price
Headlines.
always coming in clutch with that stuff.
Dude, I've seen it in different headlines, but then, so that happened. And then a couple days later, a couple days later, they posted a couple a bunch of memes are going around. Like, if you know who this guy is and it's just a picture of the dude's face, then you have them jacked up friends. And then a couple days later, same dude. So I knew, same buddy, 100% knew it was a prank this time, but I had to click on it to see what it was. He's like, dude, they found the first bat that like from Wuhan that this whole thing came from. Like they found it, like they're able to test it now and like get vaccines out of it. It's pretty crazy. Sends me the link and it's like the same. It's like the thumbnail is like the whole coronavirus graphic, right? That like it's going around.
Oh yeah.
And it was a bat, just this massive bat, but they had changed the head to the dude's head, and it still had the massive dong. I was crying. And then just when you think it doesn't get worse, today I got another text from the same kid, and but this time it was in the coffee. It looks like it's like a professional Photoshop picture of someone pouring coffee. You know how people can do like the creamer
Yeah, they make like images with the creamers, like
flowers
leaves
or whatever.
and yeah, who knows
and
what.
it's this dude in the creamer, the same original naked picture of this guy.
He's the new crying Jordan. meme.
Bro, he's everywhere. He's carrying us through this thing. And then someone else sent me who's that guy? The fat Jew on Instagram, the fat Jewish.
Yeah.
He posted, and apparently they found the actual guy. His name is Barry. He's like some porn star guy, but he died 2011. So rest in peace. He's carried us through this place.
Speaking of those type of celebrities, I was in Vegas a week ago and saw the D's Nuts guy.
Oh, you did?
Saw him in
really?
real life. Yep.
Wow. Does he look as crazy in real life as he
He was
did
with
in
a
the
group
video?
of buddies and he took a picture with some girl.
Oh,
I thought
really?
he was there in Vegas, like taking pictures with people, but he was with a group of friends. Like he just
He would just happen
took
to
a
be
picture
there.
with a girl and then walked away to his buddies.
Oh yeah, those celebrities to me are cooler than any sports figure, or like any movie star.
Oh,
They're
100%.
too decent.
I agree.
Oh, they're unreal. Like if I saw Bob Menery on the street, I would just run up to him and get a picture. It's too funny though. But anyways, it's kind of crazy times. Like we did the episode last week, and it was just when it was starting. Like people had just started. I mean, I know Italy shut down, Spain shut down, but like countries had just started shutting down. Here in Utah, like it wasn't that big of a deal yet, but now it's. I mean, it's like you don't hear about anything else, you know.
That tells
Yeah.
you how far it's come in a week.
Yeah, I mean, and it's Thursday now, and then yesterday, you know, here in Utah, we had that earthquake, and it's just freaking throwing gasoline on the fire. And then yesterday
yeah.
was so annoying too.
Have you seen that post about the coronavirus and the earthquakes?
Yeah, it's so stupid. Well,
Utahns are so confused now.
yeah, people are too baffled.
Yeah.
I actually saw something on LinkedIn yesterday that Utah, back the week of March 8th, when everyone's starting to get news of this whole thing, when it started to get serious, I saw like some map of the U.S. and Utah was the number one increased state in growth, like panic buying, like 261% increase from normal.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I read an article today that said this week, this year compared to this week last year, spending was up 226% in the state of Utah.
226.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just on like everything.
Yeah.
That's so
There's-
crazy.
I mean, it kind of had a graph, and it was particular talking about groceries and, you know, that kind of stuff. But
Yeah,
how
that's
wild.
crazy. Have you guys like? I don't know. My buddy texted me and like kind of was like so many of these like text threads are going on. Like, hey, I heard there's this meeting with Trump and like they're gonna quarantine everyone in the next 48 hours. We have so many of those, but we like never really did the big 2 week shopping. until then, I'm like, yeah, maybe like I'll just buy it, and if we use it, who cares? We'll just buy again into like a week, and we'll just be normal. But I don't know. I was just like the first time I've actually been a little nervous to like not have groceries at my house. You know, if they did put us on like curfew or whatever. Like I have a buddy in San Francisco right now where it's like a misdemeanor to leave your house. You know.
Well, I hear
But
that
you can
they're
still
gonna,
go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I hear they're still going to leave all that open.
So then you have to have like a note that says like, "Hey, I'm going to the store" or whatever.
like
I have no
that.
idea how it works, but
Well, that's what's crazy is right now it's just a rumor on
too
rumor.
spooky.
Like nobody knows the truth.
yeah. Well, we had that stupid earthquake yesterday, and then it was the same exact cycle of like just text, like, "Hey, my buddies at University of Utah got a
Yeah.
text from this guy who's in charge of like reading the earthquake graph, and he said we're going to get another one in 20 minutes. Go home and move your car."
Yep.
And that text went around in 10 minutes. And then a radio station announced it, 97.1 announced it.
They
And-
announced that
yeah,
same thing.
they said get home in the next 30 minutes they're expecting, and they said like a 9.2 or something insane. And my brothers were texting me. I'm like, no, that's a lie. Like I'm on the news. There's nothing. But apparently, yeah, one of the radio stations announced it, and then they got absolutely roasted after. They're like, what are you doing? You're just like
Yeah.
causing panic.
The guy
you know?
came out and he's like, "You cannot predict this.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
can't
yeah.
be predicted.
Yeah.
We're 95%
And then,
sure." it's over."
yeah, they finally like got a hold of it. An hour later, we're posting, but
Yeah.
I was just pacing around work, just too pissed. My family thread was blowing up.
Well, they also mentioned that you can't, based on the fault lines here in Utah, the biggest it would probably be is like a 7.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I don't think they can ever predict. I mean, they've been saying there's going to be a massive earthquake forever, right? Like, since I was young, taking geography class or whatever, like in first grade.
Yeah.
I remember they're like, oh, yeah, we're on the Wasatch Fault. We're going to get a huge, and that was 25 years ago.
And then yesterday we just got 15
little one.
earthquakes. Just-
Yeah, but it didn't. Like
Bouncing back around.
yeah, I remember like my house shook a little bit. I happened to be up. It was like 6:45 or 7. But I just like it wasn't. Nothing fell off the wall or anything. I mean, there's a little bit of damage at the airport, but I'm tired. Yeah.
Yeah, the airport was crazy. If you saw those videos,
all the flooding.
water
going on.
leaks.
Flooding,
Yeah,
Yeah,
water
they-
leaks just
they
makes everything
evacuated it and
so
all
much
sorts of
worse.
stuff.
Yeah, they shut down the entire airport.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy times. It's too crazy, especially when
Doomsday.
you have kids.
You've seen the locusts in Africa too, right?
Oh yeah, dude. The Bible bashers are coming out hard right now.
They're going to let loose all the ducks.
Second
in Africa.
Chronicles, dog. Yeah, they're going so hard. That was my family thread. I mean, you guys probably heard me. I was walking around just too stressed. David, I think my little brother David went home from
Yeah,
work.
he went home. He
He was so stressed
he
by my
couldn't think
family
straight.
thread.
Yeah.
My couple of my I'm not gonna like call them out, but my parents were just doomsdaying, dude. Just Jesus.
David
coming
didn't
back
even come in today.
Full fury, huh?
David was ghosted today too.
Yeah, he got shook. He was shook too. He got shook way too
Dude,
hard
it's
by that
hard.
earthquake, dude.
Yeah.
He was too baffled. Oh man. So basically all the questions this week are about the virus and like just how life has gotten to be kind of a joke lately. So the first question is, what's the best thing about this social distancing quarantine thing? So I had a lot of good answers on this. I'll start. I think the best thing is like people, and I was talking to someone about it today, like people are actually out doing stuff instead of just like constantly going and kind of compartmentalizing with friends. Like everybody's out and about now. Like not so much like out doing things, but everyone's just outside doing stuff. So like we went on a bike ride on Sunday just around down like on the trail right here. There were so many people out. I've never seen, even in the summer. And it was only like 50 degrees out, and there was just hundreds of people out on the trail, in the park, and like everywhere. Just people, just I don't know what they're doing, just walking around, or like it was weird. I've never seen like people out like that ever here. in
Yeah, we
Utah.
have a park across from my house, and I've never seen so many families at this park in my
Yeah.
entire life. And they're all from my neighborhood too.
Yeah.
Like, and I just can't believe it. I mean, so many kids, so many parents out
Yeah, I
there.
was trying to just go like before technology when we just had to play outside with our family, you
Yeah.
know, like with our siblings. Yeah, but it's kind of cool. Like we went on a bike ride and there were so many people on bikes, but so that's probably the coolest thing for me. I'm like, people can kind of get, like we played Uno tonight. We taught the kids how to play Uno. My wife and I had a few discrepancies on what rules were legit.
Oh, every time.
Dude, Uno always
I haven't-
brings that out.
I haven't played Uno since I was a kid, and there's rules where you like think that's the rule, but now I'm just realizing tonight, like my parents made those rules up. You
House
know?
rules in every house.
Yeah, house
Every-
rules, but now we both
different every
have
time.
conflicting house rules. So which ones do you end with? So we literally went with like the boring, like the actual rules.
Just
I had
pulled
to
out
read
the
the
paper.
paper. Yeah, for the
Yeah.
Uno thing. I'm like,
You
let's
went
see.
with the paper read.
I went with the paper read. Yeah, like here's the biggest thing is like we always played if you yell Uno, like you have to yell Uno when you have a card left, right? When you have one card left.
Yeah.
If you don't yell it, someone else yells it, you have to draw a card. If you yell it and it's not their last card, you have to draw a card.
Yes,
We
I
all-
played that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, because then I make my cards look like I have one card, and then I put them, and then Sloan says Uno. And I said, oh, and I show her just 4 cards, and then you got to draw. She's like, no, that's
Yeah,
not a
Nate
rule.
Flake
She's so
magic
pissed.
tricks over
That's
here.
not a rule. Oh, it was too smooth. And I'm like, yeah, it's a rule. Look at the freaking paper. And then I just found out that my parents were lying to me, and that was not it's a house rule. So, anyways, we had a debate, and then finally I just let the kids win. So, I mean, that's been cool seeing people out and about. Have you guys? I mean, you guys all kind of live in the same area. This is probably the same thing. Like way more people out.
Yeah, for sure. I think one of the best things about it though is the commute back and forth
Oh, how decent.
because of everybody being quarantined inside their house.
Yeah,
Getting to work is a breeze now.
I know.
There's nobody driving back and forth.
Yeah, our office is nice where it's like spread out enough where most like there's only a few of us still here. And all 4 of us in this room still are at work. You know.
Right.
Luckily, I have a 1 second drive, but that's what everyone's been saying. It's like, oh, no traffic. I get here in half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not having to do stoplights to get on the freeway or
No.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just fly home real quick.
You've seen the before and
Yeah.
after pictures of the California, like LA and stuff.
Yeah.
Like before, bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
After, nobody on the
Yeah,
road.
it's Walking Dead out
It's
there.
crazy.
It's wild.
Speaking of Walking
During
Dead,
rush
how
hour.
big is Walking Dead. I saw this thing yesterday. I reposted on Twitter about in Venice. Have you guys seen those pictures of Venice?
Yeah,
Italy?
the canals, how
you
clean
can
they are.
actually like see fish. There's like straight up dolphins in the canals
Yeah.
in Venice. It's just green and blue and gorgeous, and just fish everywhere. Before just poo water basically from the gasoline, and they're like, this is the first time there's people that live there that have lived there their whole lives, and they're like, oh, we haven't seen the water this clean since I was like 10 years old. These
Yeah.
like people are like 80 years old. So
That is what's pretty cool about what
Yeah.
is going on is that things like that you don't expect
yeah,
in the world we live in now is actually happening.
yeah, you're giving the earth a little chance to heal. I
Or
saw
like-
a bunch of
Right.
stuff.
Like Beijing's air quality. I mean, normally how it's just so, I don't even know what you want to call it, just nasty, foggy.
Diaper, I think is what
Oh.
the term is.
And then like they had those X amount of days where nobody was out and about, and it was like
Yeah, people can breathe now.
a whole different vibe. It's crazy.
Yeah, Beijing's air quality has like always been in the hazardous where people like wear masks on a day-to-day basis, and now
Yeah.
it's finally cleared up. Yeah, I mean there are definitely some good things.
My dad and I were talking the other day about how back in the day there wasn't tons of hotels. You would go out and actually go camping. And
Yeah.
that now you're going to see a lot more people going out and going camping and stuff rather than going.
Yeah, I saw the
big
national
groups of people.
national parks just waived all their fees.
Really?
Yeah, like all the
that's
national
cool.
parks in southern Utah, like you can get in free now,
Wow.
and so which is cool. Yeah, that's cool. A lot of people are like trying to get outdoors now, and
Yeah.
you have to be spread apart or whatever. I'm kind of going crazy because I'm like I love doing stuff with friends and like I had like just texted my buddies tonight. I'm like, hey, we're gonna do something tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, we probably shouldn't get like 25 of us together. Get a misdemeanor ticket. So the best things about social distancing. Wow, sounds really dumb. Distancing, quarantine. So a couple of these answers here. AJ Wilson, I've been less cynical about my career choice in healthcare and the job security during crisis. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like, there's so many people right now that are just hammered job wise. Anyone that's like in event planning is screwed. Like I had 3 trips cancel last week alone that are doing like conferences, like demo days and things like
Yeah.
that. Imagine if that's like you're working for one of those companies right now and you're trying to like go all digital, which the company can usually just do that on their own,
Yeah.
So yeah, having a job in healthcare right now. My cousin works in Denver as like an infectious disease specialist, and he just keeps posting pictures. He looks too tired. He's just beat.
Dude, I've seen a lot of those
Yeah.
memes where it's like 75-year-old doctors that just have to jump in.
Yeah,
like they
they
can't
just
take a
don't
break.
care.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just going so hard.
Yeah.
And you just like tip your hat to those people. It's so crazy that they're willing to do that.
Yeah.
Especially when people that old are the ones that are
Yeah.
High risk.
the highest risk, huge highest percentage people that are dying from this thing. So
Yeah, they're just risking their lives. It's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Josh Krog, on a way less serious note, The Mandalorian, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and some Outlander to keep the wife happy. I'm not a huge fan of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've seen a couple episodes.
I can't get into it either.
I just don't. Not to like totally crap on your show, Josh Krog, but I don't like Andy Samberg like that much.
I don't know if I have a show that I really like him in either.
Yeah, he's cool.
Hot Rod.
He's cool in like the
Hot Rod, that's right.
Yeah, but like I guess it's not his fault. It's just the writing is so bad, you know.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
Colin, lie. Don't have to use my kids as an excuse not to do shit I don't want to do. That's good. You're just like, hey, sorry, we're in quarantine. Amber Hoach, quality time. Cole Castellano, canceling plans. Yeah, true. You can just cancel. Yeah, sorry. This is Anthony Mann, but quoting his brother, Chris Mann. I get to spend every moment awake with my wife and kids. Never seen so much sarcasm. Christina, good to have the family together, and right now that's a rarity. I know how to read that. Was in
Corey, you
Russian.
can
I'm
just
just
read that?
way too.
Okay.
Yeah, how wild.
Try.
That's crazy.
Mads, but napping at 3 p.m. Man, is good. Taylor Murphy, carbs. Yeah, how hard? Like right before this whole thing hit, I'm going off soda and treats. Like I need to like lose weight for summer or whatever.
Zero chance.
Yeah, I've gotten over to Coke Zero from Dr. Pepper, but the treats, especially when you got like the Starburst jelly beans coming out on the racks right now.
Dude, the ones
Easter candy.
Yeah, the ones that got me today were those Tootsie Roll eggs.
Oh, they're back.
Whole pack
With the
about
shells?
15 minutes before we
Tootsie
came
Roll
in here.
eggs?
Oh,
That sounds
yeah.
terrible.
Oh, it's like the crunchy
No,
outside of the Tootsie Roll.
they're not eggs though, right?
No, they're not eggs. It's just like
They're
it's like an
Tootsie
M&M
Rolls.
shell with a Tootsie Roll in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah, they flew off the shelves last year. They're back.
yes.
I'll have these. I'm going to
Literally slammed a whole pack right before we came in here.
So imagine Tootsie Rolls, Jordan. You're rolling your eyes. Imagine Tootsie
Rolls
Rolls.
are no good, dude.
Okay, wake up. Yeah, Tootsie Rolls by
serious.
themselves because you have to unwrap them. That's what I realized. I don't like that part of it.
The work.
But Tootsie
that
Tootsie
takes 1
Rolls.
second.
Imagine a bag of Tootsie Rolls that someone had already unwrapped for you, put in a bag, and then they're covered in like a candy coating. That's like a tiny thin little chocolate layer. I promise you, they're unreal. They're all different.
They're so
pastel.
much different than just a regular Tootsie Roll.
They're
I
so
promise.
decent. Well, they're 1,000 times chewier too. They're not
Yes.
like they're never gonna get
way
hard.
softer.
Are you in? Are you here
Someone's got
tomorrow?
to bring it in. Someone's got to bring
Yeah,
it
are
in.
you here tomorrow? Work. I'm gonna bring
Here
some.
I'm not here tomorrow, actually.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
Monday.
Yeah, I'll remember. Text me. Or whatever.
Nothing beats Cadbury eggs though.
Yeah, Cadbury eggs are unreal.
Just the original.
How decent is Easter candy?
Do
Is
they
all
have
I'm trying to
peanut
say.
butter Cadbury eggs?
I don't know if
I've
I've
never
had
had a
those.
peanut butter
No.
one.
That would be a hot ticket item right there.
Just
That would be.
original. They just have the straight up.
While
OG.
we're slow here at work, why don't we do that?
Yeah, just some OG peanut butter. They might. I don't know.
Peanut butter Cadburys.
They have the ones that are like cut in half that have that white cream, and I'm not about that white cream. I know you like that white cream. You just look behind you. Nate Fulmer, 500% less traffic. Dayton Jones, no people. Get stuff done around the house that normally wouldn't get done.
Shot to the wife right there.
Yeah, that's shots fired. Sorry, Allie. That's pretty rough. It's just stuff that normally doesn't get done. Both kids and wife still there.
Yeah.
Just what? Broen, Adair, nothing's changed in our house, so I guess that means that he is at work. Janae Marie 6, getting out of social functions I don't want to go to. So we're finding out a lot of people are actually very introverts that feel like they get forced to hang out.
Really?
Don't, I mean, it looks like people just like
We're on the
can't. They're
trend
like
there.
they're happiest. The most popular answer has been canceling plans. Like how rough.
Why even make the plans in the first place?
Do you know a lot of people that just do it?
Pressure.
That just peer pressure
You
into
got to
saying
keep
yeah.
your friends.
It's the wife making plans, isn't
That's
it?
a bad trait. I think it's a bad trait to say like yeah I'm in yeah for sure yeah text me yeah Friday yeah let's go and then just bail. Like I don't know why I hate like just be straight up with me. Sorry, I had to move that computer. I couldn't see. So yeah, I'd rather have someone just say straight up like no I don't want to this weekend than be like oh yeah for sure dude let's plan on it and then you wait. Or they'll be like, yeah, let's do something Saturday night. And then you don't like really firm up anything, but I'm like, I'll text you Friday and we'll figure it out. Or I'll text you Saturday morning.
Yeah, you hold your whole weekend plans expecting this
Hold
to
it
happen.
up, dude. I
Yeah.
got people in the lines that need to know, right? No, rarely does
Yeah, you
got
got to plan ahead.
And so then you text them Saturday
These
night.
two guys over here don't know how to plan ahead. They just go right.
Dude, I didn't know you were coming until 5 minutes before. I was holding my breath.
Oh no, I was in every time. I just told you I was.
Jake
We were
Price,
supposed to read his mind, I guess. You know?
Jake Price knows what he's doing every Saturday for the next 6 months, down
That's
to
all I
the
am,
hour,
bro.
dude.
That's all I have. He's got to plan the rodeos, though. He has them booked out.
Oh,
The summers, good luck getting hold of Jakey, dude.
yeah.
You're
Yeah,
out.
I'll see you at work.
Unless you got a horse and a rope, he don't want it. Nothing to do with it.
I'll see you at work. Weekdays, come into
Yeah.
work, go home, go to bed.
Yeah, you go to bed
7
way too
o'clock.
early.
Sun's
Yeah.
still out in bed.
Yeah, that's too much. But yeah, and then anyways, going back to the plans thing. So if someone is like, yeah, let's get together Saturday. This is my biggest pet peeve. If you're friends with me and you're listening to this, take notes. Saturday, if you're like, yeah, let's do something Saturday night. You make tentative. You don't say like, hey, let's go to this movie at 6 p.m. You just say, let's do something, or let's go on a date night Saturday night. So you're like, okay, cool. So you line up the sitter or whatever. You text, or even if it's with no sitter, just kids. You text them like Saturday, I don't know, noon. Hey, we still on for tonight? Crickets. 2, 3, 4 p.m. Do you text again? I usually do. Someone's
yeah.
like, no, don't text back. I'm like, yeah, hey, what's up? What's your story? Or I'll call them. And they're like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll let you know. I'm like, no, dude, it's 2 o'clock. Don't let
If you
me
don't
know.
know by now, it's a no.
Yeah,
Just say
you need
no.
to know. The rule should be day of. If you don't know,
No
it's a
means
con.
no. No.
Absolutely canceled.
Day before, always. At
Day before?
least 24
yeah, I would
hours.
oh, yeah, that's
24
gracious,
to 72 hours in advance.
though. Yeah, I would work 24 to 72. I would worship 24, but usually at least
72 is ideal.
72?
Yeah, 72 is
You're
unreal.
making plans on Wednesday?
Dude, Jake knows. I'm not even saying weekends. 6 months,
We're at
Monday
hump
through
day
Sunday.
here.
I love planning in advance too. I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't always work out.
We plan around events. So jazz games,
Yep.
if they're on the weekend, it's just kind of like, okay, we're 90% right now. Sure.
But it is-
You're 90% plant dialed in.
We're 90% dialed in saying, okay, there's a jazz game tonight. This weekend, it'll happen.
We know we're gonna
because
get
you already
together.
have something. Yeah, which means the jazz planned it for you because there's a something at a certain time.
But it's also good to
Yeah.
have those friends where, like, spur of the moment, you can just say,
Oh,
"What are you guys
worship
doing?"
those friends. Worship those friends.
It's like that time we went to classic skating.
Yeah,
Day
it
of,
is.
hey, who wants to go? We took the kids, and it
Show
was
up.
so fun.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got that text.
I'm pretty sure you didn't rep and you didn't rep. I did
I
text
think
you.
it was because it was day of. People know.
Yeah,
not
you're
I
day
had to
of.
hear third hand.
You just send a picture of your Franklin planner. You're like, sorry, bro, if it's not in here, it's not happening.
Yeah, and then I hear about it Monday morning at work, and then oh, cool, thanks for the invite.
Sorry,
You
dude.
can't skate
I'll let
anyways,
you know
it's
next
fine.
time. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I can run.
I can run.
For 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's gonna be too
Hey,
hard.
easy.
I'm tired. Kelsey Flake, sister-in-law. Shout out to Kelsey. Also seeing all the. Oh wow, she's got a two-parter. In the teacher world, so she's a teacher. It has brought the school and the grades together so much. Also seeing all the families outside playing and doing things together. Very wholesome. I like that. Kaylee Larson, slowing down and not worrying about running late for pickup, drop-off lessons, etc. That's what I like the most, I think. I mean, I've been, especially like I'm away, my personality is kind of jacked up. I like super OCD, have to be going. Like if I get home and the kids and Sloan's, they're posted watching a show, I'm like, okay, going to the gas station. But I can't just like sit down. Like, let's go do something. It's nice, especially if it's decent weather outside. Forget about it. I hate sitting in the house. So this has been kind of nice. Like everyone's just chilling.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that. Summer sauce, the booty. That's the best part about being in quarantine.
Not when your
Just
wife's pregnant.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
5 kids at
Not when your
home.
wife just had a baby either.
I'm
You guys
sorry,
are
guys.
rad.
Cool.
One and done.
It's just one and done. Good luck.
I'm offended by that comment.
The bad broadcast. This is another food comment. The snacks. Maker's gonna make. Yeah, the snacks are too decent.
Dude, because this quarantine thing, my wife's been a little bit more lenient on just snagging some extra snacks from the grocery store.
Oh, you have to.
Living good right
You never know the last time.
You never know.
Time, you know.
Yeah, dude.
You never know when they're gonna run out of those snacks too. Peanut butter M&M's shortage or something, you know. Or you get the, those Reese's eggs, and they may be gone. You know.
They got the bunny Reese's Puffs right now, bro. The
Dude.
rabbits in
Oh,
the
really?
bowl. They're like bigger Reese's Puffs, but
No.
rabbit shaped
Oh, for cereal.
cereal.
Oh, that's unreal.
Reese's Puffs. It's like sex in a cereal bowl.
Yeah, Reese's Puffs are top 10. I
Top
do
one.
worship. Reese's
Top
is,
one.
Reese's is kind of a one-trick pony though, because they just basically make the same thing in different shapes, and
Yeah.
people just buy it. You
Yeah.
know,
Do people think
Christmas
it
trees.
tastes differently based off the shape?
The eggs taste better than any.
There's no
any
question
shape,
that
for
Reese's
sure.
Bunny Puffs taste better than round puffs.
Yeah,
There's no question.
you're actually too confused. Maker's gonna make it. Having an excuse not to make plans. Dude, we got a lot of introverts over here trying to bail on plans.
Yeah.
Dominic Steffen hanging with my dog. Oh yeah, and the husband. That's funny. Megan Hall, no commute. They live in Seattle. They live in
Yeah.
a freaking baller part of Seattle
They're
too.
about quarantine too, probably.
Oh yeah, they've been quarantined for a minute. Braden Jones, no traffic. Let's get a couple more of these. Hill Doria, zero obligation to look good or get ready. Haven't showered in days. Also, so many house projects. Yeah, everyone's too tired. Everyone's just in their workout clothes 24/7. Jenny Lee, Flake, naps on naps on naps. J Dub Farmer, a lot less traffic. Lindsey Morgan, no annoying neighborhood kids coming over. Yeah, that is true. Our kids haven't played. Not that my neighborhood kids are annoying because they're like their best friends, but they like don't play as much with them, you know.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad. But at the same time, it's like, it's kind of nice to just have us for a little bit.
Yeah.
But it gets annoying quickly. All right, let's do the worst things about this social distancing quarantine time. Worst thing for me, I already said it, is just it's the social aspect of it. I hate not being able to like go do something with friends, and movie theaters being closed is a big one. I love movies.
Yeah.
That popcorn,
Why
dude.
couldn't they just do like spotted seating?
They
or
did that. They
something?
tried that for
Limited to like
saying,
75
we'll do
people.
75 people, but then like they can't pick who sits where.
What if they
so
just
then-
did 10? They did just the max 10.
I don't know. I guess they could, but what if all 10 wanted to sit back middle where I
Back row.
sit? That's my seat.
You gotta.
Just risk it all.
Well, you can on the app. You can choose which seats you want, right? So they only make the 10
They just have to
available
block
all
out.
spotted.
Yeah, I think it's just like their costs are just outweighing the pros outweigh the
Yeah,
cons.
maybe.
The
Yeah.
cons outweigh the pros. I think they're just like, if we have 10 people, then we can't pay for these 17 people working the concession stand.
Yeah.
You know. We'll have to make and then like no one knows how much popcorn's in that thing. There's always like 5 bathtubs worth of popcorn. I guess you don't know how long it's been there either.
Yeah, that's true.
It's still worth eating.
It's 2D. Some of that's probably been there since Wuhan #1.
Doesn't matter.
It's
Never
too
goes
good.
back.
I did think of a
Popcorn's
couple for this one after you sent us these questions. The first thing is like with little kids, right? You're their source of entertainment.
Yeah,
And
that's
unfortunately my 3-year-old, he's not one that likes sitting and watching shows. So like when I come home, it's playtime, right? There's no
You're just way too tired.
Played
already.
10 games
all
of
the time,
Candyland today.
right? Oh,
Plus
a
you have
million
you
Candylands,
have
a million
a-
shoots and ladders,
Oh, there's nothing worse than
a million
board
just
games.
rolling dice Yahtzee for no point. We did
Yeah,
it for an
yeah.
hour, and he just wanted to roll threes. Like, no point to rolling the dice, right?
You're just way too patient.
So the bummer part about this is him not being able to play with friends, right? Because Jordan's little boy Stockton, right? They're best buddies,
Yeah.
and they can entertain each other for hours.
and you can't have them come over because you're
No.
like, what if this guy has the COVID?
Oh, 1,000%. So getting zero break is just
-19.
Yeah, like COVID-19.
Yeah.
Did you see that meme that says like Utah moms in a couple years? Oh, I really like the, name of
names,
COVID.
yeah.
That's pretty funny.
you know it's gonna happen.
You'll spell it differently.
First
though.
COVID's gonna get beat up on the
COHVYD.
playground.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, see like AHYVYYDD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
all
true.
they-
And somehow they'll find an X in there.
Yeah, the silent Y.
Silent X to start.
Yeah.
That's too funny. I did see, going back to the movies, I did see that they're like releasing stuff on demand, which is gonna be weird. Like,
Oh, Frozen
like,
2, they released like 3 months in advance on Disney Plus.
Yeah, well, I'm
Like,
saying movies are
they have
coming
not
out
come
to
out at
like
all?
so. Trolls. I just saw this yesterday, dude. So we're talking about good movies here. Trolls 2 is coming out. It's going to come out to theaters on April 10th and on demand April 10th.
Really?
So $20 you can buy it at your house. So hopefully, if this thing isn't blown over by then, I'm going to blow my brains out. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Trolls will be the least of my
$20
worries.
Dude,
to
I-
watch one time.
Yeah, one time, dude. You get two
$20
peop-
bucks?
You get 2 people in there. You're cheaper than going to a movie.
I know I'm a grown man, but I really enjoyed the first Trolls movie.
Trolls is unreal.
I thought it was
We
great.
still have the soundtrack on our car. We still
Yeah,
listen to it.
dude, I loved it.
This
Yeah,
one's
but I feel like a movie
rock
like
and roll,
that, you
right?
need to see it in the movie theater. That's the thing. Or like Quiet Place 2 got delayed.
That's right. Yep.
Like, I'm not seeing that at home. I want to see that in the theater.
Yep.
Went and saw Invisible Man last week. Oh, still too scared. It's unreal. We saw it in IMAX too.
I'm
You guys
out
seen
on
it
that
yet?
stuff.
I wish I
No.
would have gone.
It's really good.
I'm not
Yeah,
going.
now you can't. Now you'll never have the chance, dude. It's sad.
In home theater.
Yeah, but that's not the same
But
as a
watching
massive
scary movies
theater,
by
dude.
yourself is not that fun.
Yeah, that's out. Well, my wife hates them, so I went with a bunch of dudes. So next time we'll do it with you. I'll text you.
72 hours in advance, though.
72 hours. Okay. What's the worst thing for you, Jakob?
That's hard to say.
Your kid's pretty young though,
He is.
so you're not really caring, and you're still at work, so you're like,
Well, and
It's
right
gotta
now my
change.
wife's in California too, so I think
what do you mean?
she's visiting family.
She's locked down.
She is locked down.
Oh, you just are
Can she
realizing
co-
that
can
right
she
now
come
on the
back?
pod?
Yeah. No, she's she's with her whole family in California visiting her sister at least at her sister's house
What in the world?
10
When did she
plus?
leave?
on Monday.
That's a bad time to leave, dude. I can't believe you let her go. She flew.
Drove.
He wanted the weekend to himself. bro.
What in the world? So you're kidless right now,
I'm kidless.
and
I
you
go home.
complained about coming here at 9?
Well, it's
Oh
that's
boy,
that's yes.
never heard of anything like that. Hopefully she can get it back. So she's gonna have to drive back.
yeah.
Good luck when they lock the borders to Utah and you can't get over the line, dude. It's gonna be like Red Dawn over
I'll
here.
be by myself for a month.
She'll have to build a ramp. And
Yeah. She'll have to do, or like
Fast and
or
Furious.
like a little tunnel and put the kid down first underneath it, and then she'll have to bury herself under.
Yeah.
Burrow.
Burrow. Yeah.
Burrow. What's the worst thing? I mean, your kids aren't in school yet either, huh?
not in school. I just don't know how to act, honestly. That's like I don't know to react if it's like super serious or if it's not that serious. It's you have so much back and forth on social media.
Oh, so much.
I don't know how to act. You know, like I feel like I get the quarantine thing, like stay away, so we can kind of negate it a
Figure
little
it
bit.
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. But then when you go run the numbers, it's like it's growing, but overall it's a low percentage. It's like I just don't know how to act. You know, I don't know what the best.
Yeah, this
Some
lady
people
I
don't
read.
take it seriously. Some people do.
Yeah, the first advice is get off Facebook.
Yeah.
People on Facebook are
1,000%.
Social media, yeah, it's just unreal.
purely idiots.
People overreact.
Oh, 1,000%.
In
That's what I'm
Utah?
saying. Yeah, so you're stressing your mind out getting on Facebook. But like I read tonight that like when that whole thing about if you have 10 or more people, you can get like a misdemeanor. That same article they were talking about, like just an update. There's like a live blog that's constantly updating. And the lady that's like in charge of it in Utah, I don't know what her, I have no actual sources for this, but it was a legit article. But she said she's quoted in there like this, like the only quote they had from her was like this isn't even the beginning of the epidemic in Utah. I'm like, cool quote. What are you doing?
The governor in
Like
California.
think about what you say before you say stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he predicted over half of California will have it.
Yeah.
Over half, 20 million.
Yeah, we have friends in Spain and they're on lockdown. I think I talked about last episode, and they are saying their president's like, 80% of Madrid will get it. And she's like, okay, well, let's just like get this over with then, I guess. you
Yeah,
know?
your older population is just gone.
Gonzo,
I was reading
dude.
about Italy, and they're just like our whole old generation is just one by one just gone.
Yeah, well, that sucks, but like kind of, I mean, cleaning the slate a little bit, right?
It's that Thanos snap.
I don't know. I definitely like. I understand the reaction to the disease. I don't necessarily understand the reaction to like buying every single thing that you can get your hands
Oh
on.
yeah, that's
it's hoarding.
that's
'Cause, like,
so
uh,
out.
I mean, I think of my parents. My parents are over 60, so if they get this thing right, they're in the at-risk category.
Yeah.
So the last thing I want to do is give it to them. But that doesn't mean I need to go buy all the water and toilet paper I can
Yeah.
lay my eyes on.
Yeah, yeah.
I never
But-
understood the water buying. Like, is it,
No,
is
it's
the
Especially
water
when the
gonna
virus
shut
can't
off?
get in the water.
No, it's just stupid as stupid does.
Yeah.
It's like you guys listen to Chris D'Elia's podcast at all?
Every now and
Real
again, I
bad.
will.
So he talks about these if like he's like a million episodes deep, but like the first 10, 20 episodes he talks about kudas. He says like,
Oh, yeah,
that's
I've heard
so
him talk
kuda.
about kudas.
He's talking about he calls barracudas kudas, and he's talking about kudas, and he's like he's basically somebody that sees so like barracudas will see something shiny and just go at it like wait, they're just idiots.
Yeah.
And so he calls people kudas all the time on his podcast. He'd be like, "That's so kuda," and like that getting water, and just because you see someone else buy water and buying on Instagram, like that's kuda. Like that's exactly
Yeah.
what that is. Like you're a kuda, you know. And it's such a stupid thing. Like people just do it just because they see someone else do it. There's a video I saw in Australia. This like YouTube guy in Australia, talking about. He basically goes around in the grocery store interviewing people why they're buying toilet paper. And it's all these like foreign nationals that don't even hardly speak English. And they're like, hey, he's like, hey, can you tell me why you're buying the toilet paper? And then she's like, yeah, if you have it, like you won't get infected, and like literally the dumbest answers. And most of the people can't answer. They're like, well, they're buying it, so I need to get it. I need to get it now, and they have no idea. They just see people doing it, so they do it. And that's what's it like pisses me off.
Well, and
honestly.
nothing more sad than like you see these videos of old people going to the store and nothing's there.
Yeah,
they have
too
zero.
tired.
But it's kind of cool. I'm sure you guys have seen like a lot of the grocery stores now. The first hour of opening is dedicated to those 60 and older.
It's happy
so they
hour.
get first dibs.
It's happy hour. It's the only time they're awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're up anyways.
Yeah, they've been up since 5.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie went to the Smiths last week because our 8-week-old's been sick to get some, or excuse me, well, they've both been sick. She went to go get children's Tylenol for my 3-year-old. It's been sold out for days, right? So she gets there at 5 in the morning when it opens, already hundreds of people. Tylenol gone by the time she gets there. At 5 in the morning.
Oh, how out, dude? You need
No
Tylenol?
medicine for my child.
Did you get it?
That day, no. We ended up calling her sister and going
Oh,
and
you
getting
got
it.
some?
I mean, we weren't able to buy it. Called his doctor. We're like, do you have any samples? They're like, no.
Yeah, what in the world?
So it was
Because
just,
your 8-week-old, I forgot to even bring this up. You thought he like had it, didn't you?
so the
like, was it
3-year-old,
the 3-year-old.
they think probably did have it. So last week he got a fever, started coughing, super lethargic, which is so unlike him.
Yeah.
Like just,
Yeah, he's a little bullet. dude.
oh yeah, when he's like that, you know something's wrong. So we call him up. We're like, hey, he's got a fever, whatever. Can we come in? Right, you check him out. They're like, have you been to a Jazz game recently? Have you been this and that? And we're like, yeah, we were at a Jazz game like 5 days ago.
Yeah,
They're like, were you close to the players? Which we actually were. We were in the tunnel.
yeah.
Right, we sat pretty close.
Fancy.
He's
just
like,
jealous,
did
dude.
Robert like rub your kid's head?
Yeah, he's like, were you
kissed him
close
on
to
the
any of
lips.
them?
Yeah.
And so we're like, yeah. So when we actually went to the doctor, they wouldn't let us in. They made us stay in the car, put him, like, open our trunk, put him in the back. Pediatrician came out full suited, dude. Like,
Fully geared.
Mask, robe, like
Breaking
a
Bad.
face guard thing.
Walter White.
It was
Yeah,
it was
dude.
wild. But they ended up telling us, they're like, it's very possible he has it, but it doesn't matter because we're not going to treat him any different. It would literally just be us testing him for a statistic.
So
we're
they
like,
didn't test him?
because they said there's no point. It wouldn't change what they would do for him.
How have you been feeling?
Oh, I thought,
That's we're in here.
dude, if I have it, asymptomatic, just nothing.
Oh, dude.
But then the
Just passed it
8-week-old,
to all 4 of us. Cool.
yeah, and then the 8-week-old gets sick. He has bronchiolitis, so they're both just hammered.
Oh, you're rammed right
Oh.
now. You're in bad
It's
shape.
just nighttime. No such thing as sleep right now.
Yeah.
So I'm too scared to put the 8-week down because he starts choking and coughing, and
Yeah, yeah. This is a
literally
break.
just-
How pissed is your wife that you're here right now? Too pissed.
she wasn't too pumped when I walked out the door tonight.
Katie,
Just feel free to come to my house.
Katie,
I got
we'll
the
get
whole
it
house
back.
to myself
Relax.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Just say, hey, I got to sleep at Jake's.
Yeah.
Oh man. Worst thing for I cut you guys off at all. You guys have anything else for the worst things?
I mean, I could think
Okay.
of more things, but
We'll go through some of these. AJ Wilson feeling guilty. It's kind of weird how it does the same order as the other ones. I guess maybe it's like in order they came in. I don't know. Feeling guilty every time we step out the door as a family. Yeah, that's the other thing is like you always get like everybody's out there. Like I don't know. I guess once they actually lock it down with curfew, like they have done in California, like it'll be
Yeah.
way more awkward. Like you were saying, like you don't know how to act.
Yeah,
you know.
yep.
My kids, Amy Forsyth, my kids all home together, brothers fighting nonstop. Yeah, our girls are fighting
Well, you think of like some of these families where like
nonstop.
they have 5 kids
Yeah,
and 4 of them typically are in school all day every day.
Yep.
And now they're home all day every day.
Yeah.
Like as a stay-at-home mom, if the dad's still going to work, how rough.
yeah. Or like if the mom works and then both parents are working
Oh,
normally.
no daycare, no anything.
Yeah, and then both parents are home working together. Oh, that's death. Austin Hansen, haven't noticed a difference, so I must be home way too much. Josh Krogh, kids saying I'm bored with iPad in hand, never thought possible. Yeah, that's seriously. Amber Hoach, anxiety over trying to balance enjoying life and connections while all still being careful. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
that's
no-
the don't know how to act thing. It's like,
yeah.
Well,
Well, we were talking about this earlier. It's like, it's funny how the personalities change during crisis. Some people are like uber depressed, like, especially like at work. You see, like, oh, it's just crazy how seeing people you didn't never think would like think it's a big deal or like home. They're like a home day one.
Dude, some people couldn't even make like phone calls.
Yeah.
Like they were so stressed about
So
it.
distraught. Yeah.
It's like, what are you even doing here if you're not going to do
Yeah. Just go
anything?
home and like just cuddle up and take PTO. You know. Yeah. I don't know. I seem to just. I don't know. I'm just too stunned. I think.
Yeah.
Cole Castellano again canceling plans for the worst things. Christina it's boring at home. We've gotten used to being like majorly active outside. Taylor Murphy, claustrophobia. Yeah. Brianne Rochelle, anxiety. Dayton Jones. The days feel like weeks, and the kids get louder and louder with each passing hour.
Okay, on that one, a week ago, that's when the NBA, right, the Jazz.
Oh,
and
it
the
seems
Thunder-
like it's been 6 weeks.
It seems like a.
I've never cared about
That was
sports
1 week ago.
one time, and it seems like it's been 6 weeks.
It's unreal.
Yeah, that's true. We were talking about that today. Like this week has been the longest week ever.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. Janae Marie, homeschooling / watching businesses suffer.
Homeschooling would be rough.
Yeah, homeschooling does suck. Our kids just started it. It's online. The only good thing, though, is it's only like an hour and a half or an hour of actual work. Like they get on, they watch the videos, and like total, if they do it like right consecutively, it's maybe an hour when they're at school for 7.
Yeah.
Which is my theory. Like, what do you guys even do all day?
Yeah.
Not much. You do an hour of work in 7 hours, right?
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, so Kyson's wife, Kelsey, the one that responded earlier. So she's a teacher out in Saratoga, and she's getting like roasted by parents, man. So if you're out there and you're pissed at dude, these teachers are just as stunned as you are right now.
Yeah. How unfair.
Be nice, dude. She's had people call her, be like, "Why do you think that our kids can do this? I'm at home now. My wife's at home now. We're both working. How do you think I'm supposed to freaking log my kid in and have to deal with this?"
Yeah.
You know, or people calling her like, "We've tried to log in 5 times a day and we can't even get on," but she can see like if they've tried and there's just 0 logins, you know, like, and they'll call her like on 2 days later after, you know, and people are being like insane. Like it's just making people either
It's
super
out of the
extreme.
teacher's control, right?
Yeah, the teachers have no like they're doing the lesson plans,
They've
but
never done it before.
Yeah,
like
get
they're
real.
learning just as much as everybody
yeah,
else.
some of these people are. She's like a 4th grade teacher, you know, and has a million kids, already stressed about her job, anyways, trying to make it work. Like, and people are just being so cruel. It's so bad. Like, get real. It makes me angry.
My brother's a 5th grade teacher, and it's like because he's kind of expressed the same thing in the sense of like, I don't know what to do. I've never done this before. It's not like they have a guideline of
Yeah, they're moving everyone online within a week.
like so fast.
Get real. Usually it takes schools like years to do that. You know?
It's like in reality, if
You
your
don't
kids
have
are at
the
home,
emergency virus program filled out already.
it's kind of like if your kids are at home, yeah, like the teacher's going to send them some stuff to do, but it's a little bit more on the parents now. Like your kids are at home.
100%. Like our
Like,
kids
you
can't
gotta
log
help
in on
them.
their own. Yeah, help them.
Like
And
I
don't
don't
be,
know.
yeah, and I don't know. That's the whole mentality. Is the parents are pissed they have to help their kids. Hey, first of all, you had those kids. Hey, remember when you wanted kids, when you talked to your spouse about it and you had them?
Yeah.
And now you have kids. So
Yeah.
deal with them, dude. And I was telling my brother, I'm like, dude, why don't you tell your wife to just reply back like, cool, don't do the homework. I don't care. What, are you
Yeah.
gonna not come to graduation? That's not gonna happen. Who cares? Don't do it then. You know, like
Yeah.
what are they? What's the worst could happen? Like, yeah, it's so stupid. People get so fired up. Kaylee Larson, 0 break from kids plus having fun outings closed. All events canceled equals days blend together. Yeah, that's what I said. It's been one long Monday.
There's like no activities. You can't
It's
go
never
to.
been longer. He's falling asleep. Jake's falling asleep over here.
I'm
The
not
first
falling
person to
asleep.
fall asleep on the podcast.
No, 0 chance.
Well, it's like with the kids, you can't take them to like bounce house. You can't go to classic
Yeah.
skating. You can't
Yeah.
do anything other than
Yeah, and the weather's been complete garbage too lately.
Yeah.
And so once it gets warm, I think it's fine. Like we'll just go.
oh yeah,
You know, ride bikes, go to the park, like do whatever. Especially when it gets warm enough, like swim and crap like that. I guess they'll probably close the pools. Actually, never mind, unless someone has like a private pool at their house. But
yeah.
the bad broadcast, the weight gain. Yeah, I'm
Struggle's
on my way.
real, dude.
I'm on my way to 30.
I'm with you.
Dude, we're gonna have the quarantine 10. It's gonna be a regular thing.
Quarantine.
Yeah, seriously. It's like so. I saw a meme. It was like, remember the freshman 15? This is the quarantine
It's the
15.
COVID-19.
Or the
The
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
Yeah. Maker's gonna make it. My husband's stepmom died today at IMC. Oh, I'm sorry, and we weren't able to say goodbye. No visitors allowed. That is so sad.
Dude, I've seen this everywhere. Katie was telling me last night that in Arizona at certain hospitals, when a woman's giving birth, they're allowed nobody in the room, not even husband, like nobody.
Oh, that is wild. That's like Russia, dude. That's like what Russia still does.
And in other hospitals, you can have somebody there during the birth, but once you're moved to your room,
No visitors.
out, nobody.
Oh,
Like, and how stressful.
yeah.
I just,
That's wild.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, people. That's the whole Italy thing, right? Like all those letters you see online. That's like they're turning people away that have broken arms, broken legs. It's like, oh, that's what they're trying to like flatten the curve for, so they don't like overwhelm the hospitals.
Well, I was reading in Italy, they're
Oh,
turning
that's so
away
sad.
old people because it's like
Yeah,
we got young people that we can actually help. Like,
Yeah, you're dead.
you're 85, 90. We got nothing for you.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
rough.
crazy.
Dominic, no concerts. That's the worst part. Having to remember, Tom 5, having to remember to order takeout every night before 8 p.m. Yeah, because all the restaurants are closing early too.
Yep.
Hildoria, not being able to get a babysitter for the kids. That does suck. We had my 10-year anniversary was last week on the 13th on Friday. It's like right when all the stuff started hitting. Remember, and it like snowed, blizzard.
Oh, yeah.
On Friday, and so yeah, it was our 10-year anniversary. We had all these plans. Our babysitter got sick. She's like, oh, I kind of feel sick. You know, I got a bell, and then we tried another one. My brother, he's like, oh yeah, my wife's not feeling great. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, everyone's sick. And then we at that point we're like, oh, probably that was like right when it was starting to get like serious. And so we ended up like getting Chinese takeout and like sitting at our house with our kids on our 10-year anniversary. So thanks coronavirus. J-Dub Farmer, a couple more of these. Can't find any freaking TP and I'm down to 6-year-olds.
How scary.
If you guys got some TP for J-Dub Farmer.
It depends how many people
just-
we're talking here. 6 rolls is a good amount.
Yeah, that'll last you a week, 2 weeks.
I'm thinking about that bidet action. Though.
I think you need to slow down the eating over there if if push comes to shove, you need to ratio it, you know.
That's
2 sheets per pull.
Or you just shower after.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You
That's
just-
why I'm
you're
thinking
home
bidet.
anyways.
Amazon
dude.
bidet.
Back to the bidet
$40.
though.
I'm thinking.
Bidets are hard
It's
to
on
get
back
right now.
order right now,
bidets.
yeah. You
Dude,
ain't-
Hello Tushy is
I've
just
got,
printing.
I've got a page saved on my website right now. I'm thinking.
I'm
about
kind of
pulling
yeah.
the trigger.
I'm a wet wipe guy myself. You know, pre-corona, I was a wet wipe guy. You can't find wet wipes to save your life right now.
Just go with Clorox
the bidet,
wipes.
just get the worst thing ever. Have you seen that meme go around with Rocky's face all jacked up?
Yeah.
And it's like this is my butthole 1 week after using dollar store toilet
Toilet
paper.
paper.
Yeah, there was always. Yeah, you got a bidet. I think I might buy a bidet after this dust settles. Because imagine like you're walking in the desert and you fall, and your just forearm goes into just a pile of fresh dump. Are you getting a wet paper? Are you getting just a dry paper towel and wiping that off, and then leaving
That's a
it?
good
No, dude, you're gonna wash that thing off with water, or a
Yeah.
wet wipe,
There could be splash factor though. That
or
could help.
multiple. Huh?
I've never
Splash
thought of it that
factor may
way.
help.
No, dude. I take the desert.
I've never thought of it that way.
That's a good point.
Someone told my
It's really
buddy,
good.
that's a shout out to Taylor Murphy. He told me that maybe 10 years ago, and it's just burned in my mind.
That's a great point.
Because it's the same logic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've changed my mind just with that one statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't take my wet wipes. There's some over there. I got to hoard them.
That's
All
a
right.
flake staple.
We're sending
That
for...
is a flake thing because David walks around with his wet wipes.
Kyson gave me some wet wipes. Shout out to Kyson. They're, I don't know where they went, actually.
You guys pass them into the
They might
stalls
be
to
up
one
there.
another.
I'm going to grab them over there. Yeah, I text my brother. I'm like, hey, bro, hit me with some wet wipes. And he throws them under the...
Just
He
a
slides
slide
them
it.
under the door. Prayers going out to J-Dub Farmer, man. Can't find any toilet paper down to 6 rolls. So we'll keep you updated on that situation.
Keep you in our prayers.
Jenny Lee Flake, no gym. I'm about to get squishy. Everyone's about to get squishy, man. It's bad. Isn't there like some underground gym that's open? Colby was talking about it. There's some gym like at a physical. It's not really in a public
Like some
gym.
Anne Frank
It's
gym
like
or
some.
something.
It's like some physical therapist office where people are still coming in one by one to do their physical therapy, but they have like a gym in the basement. Do you know about this?
No.
There's like a gym in the basement. I don't know where it's at, but apparently you can pay like $100 to use it. It's like $100 a month. And there's some
wow.
people here at work that are like they have this like underground. It's like it's like the Underground Railroad for gyms. So they're like doing the black market gyms. It's pretty crazy.
I've seen a couple like Instagram stories where like somebody walks into a gym and they're all just by themselves. So it's probably something like that
Yeah.
where it's these underground, just nobody's ever seen it
You
before.
set up in the basement. and
Yeah,
got a
no, it's like a
self-gym.
legit pretty. Yeah, or even our little tiny work gym is closed.
Yeah.
I act like I care. I've never cared. I've never been in a gym one time. I was gonna start working out, and then this thing saved me. So 6 more weeks till winter.
It's a sign.
Lindsay Morgan. Okay, a couple more of these, and we'll get to the next question. Lindsay Morgan. But seriously, my husband's job. He is deep in the trenches working in healthcare. That's the worst part for her. Oh, sorry, I read that. There's two of these, two parts to this. Okay, so the first part is that I might become. So the worst part for Lindsay Morgan, that I might become an alcoholic by the time it's over. But seriously, my husband's job. He is deep in the trenches working in healthcare. Yeah, that's rough for the husbands and spouses that are like just basically a single parent right now.
Yeah.
That's brutal. All right. Pros, cons of working from home for dads. So we all of us in this room have yet to work at home because we have such a spread out office. It's been nice. We're all kind of in our own offices. Sitting pretty girl. Wow, that's a long one too. Husband works from home. Pro, he gets to be more involved in their lives because he can stop and play with them, eat lunch together. Con, they bring all their toys in his office and don't leave. I think if I ever did work at home, a huge con would be like I don't think I'd be able to focus. I'd be way too FOMO of like what's going on with everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what are you guys watching? Oh, is that Trolls? Okay, I'm over there. I just slide in. I get worship kids movies too.
Yeah.
I'd get way too much FOMO.
There's been a couple times I worked from home, and my 3-year-old's just not about leaving me alone. It's like if he knows I'm home.
He wants to play. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't expect my wife to just like keep the kid at bay.
Yeah.
There's no way to keep him focused on the same thing for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll be on a demo doing something, and all of a sudden just the kid bull rushes the door, and all of a sudden he's just ready
He's
to
through there.
Yeah.
It's like
So it's
that
hard.
guy on CNN a few years ago. Have you seen that meme going around?
Oh yeah.
His kid's just busting the door, and
Oh,
his wife
yeah.
like literally comes in flying, comes in so hot. Just
He like puts his head down, just
Yeah, yeah.
so disappointed.
Yeah, he's live on CNN, and he's too stunned.
I think everyone gets it though. If you're on the phone with somebody, like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
now
he
they're more
kind of helped.
understandable.
Yeah, I felt like he kind of handled that wrong because he he doesn't even turn around. He just tries to push the kid's face around behind him without
Yeah.
looking at him. I'm like, dude, obviously the people see him there. He's like, the guy even says like, oh, looks like your little boy came in. Like,
Yeah.
just say, hold on 1 second, and then. But I also think if I'm working from home, I'm not doing video calls. Like, just turn off your camera.
Yeah.
Like on LinkedIn, there's like so many screenshots of like 400 people on a video Zoom call, and everyone's like at home in their in their little home office. I'm like, just turn the video off. Just say, hey, I'm working from home.
Yeah.
I don't have a home office. I'm butt naked. I'm not turning my camera on. No one's gonna be like, well, I want to see your face. Like no one cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll have more of those once we have to start working from home. So, Josh Croak, spending a lot of time in the garage. Yeah, a lot of people are working like in their their unfinished basements.
Well, that's what. If we get pushed to home, I'm setting up something in the basement.
How cold though? You're all about
would
that
be.
ice.
I don't mind it. Yeah, I'm cool with
that's
that.
where I'd have to do it too. It'd be so cold though.
Yeah, it's like the only chance I
And how
have though, of like
spooky.
being left alone.
Yeah, and the unfinished basement's too
Yeah.
spooky.
Yeah, that's what I got. So
Carson Christine, baby loves seeing dad throughout the day. Mom hates not being able to snack in peace. Jaw Beast, wife thinks I can drop everything and help whenever. Hard to say no. Yeah, that would be hard for me too.
I feel like I have to help when I'm at home though.
Yeah.
Like if I hear one of the kids crying, it's like let me take my
Yeah.
get off my computer and go help out and see what's wrong.
That would bug me the whole time. That's why I'd have to be somewhere that was like completely soundless.
Yeah, just
from-
isolated.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Janae Marie. Janae Marie. Trying to keep kids away from him when he's on calls. Yeah, one of my wife's friends said the same thing. She's like, I can hear the entire call upstairs, but and my kids I'm not going to tell my kids they can't be loud because it's their house,
Yeah.
And so, I'm sure he can hear everything we're saying because I can hear everything through the wall, what they're saying. Kaylee Larson needs to work keeping kids away from the office, especially during important calls. Yeah. I think I'm just going to do cell phone walk outside. I'm a pacer anyways,
Yeah.
Pros, we see him. This is Kaylee Larson again. Pros, we see him. He typically travels. Cons, adjusting kids / my expectations that he actually needs to work. I totally messed that up. Sorry. Kelsey Lynn Flake, annoying AF. Haha, JK, he's not home. But if he was, nothing for the kids to do. And then K. Thomas, con, being assigned to the poopy diaper changing rotation right when you wake up. Yeah, that'd be brutal. That's the same thing. Like, you'd feel like you'd have to help the entire time. So, okay, last one here. So, this is the last question I asked. Somebody asked me this on Instagram, and so they wanted to know like how are people feeling. It's kind of like what you were saying, Jordan. Like you don't know how to act. So I said, what camp are you in? Basically, do you think this thing's gonna blow over, or hide your kids, hide your wife? Are you like scared? Actually, this is I thought it'd be way more split, but 60% this thing's gonna blow over, and then 40% hide your kids, hide your wife. So I was actually like really close of how many people think that it's going to blow over. But I think with every day, that probably swings the other way, you know?
I'm kind of like in both because it's more like hide your kid, hide your wife so that this thing can blow over.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't, the whole thing is like frustrating me because I feel like they need to just like stop everything. I feel like the whole world needs to say, okay, for the next 3 weeks, everyone in the world needs to just go home and sit in their room. Like everyone. If you have to go straight to the store. Don't get anywhere near anybody. 10 feet away. Use the self-checkout. If you form a line literally 10 feet between each of you, and I feel like it would be pretty easy. You can still go outside, just be 10 feet away from everyone, but don't leave your house.
yeah, they say it would take 2 weeks. If everybody could do that for 2 weeks, this thing would be gone.
Yeah, go in your yard if you want.
But I'm sure like you saw videos of like, for example, in Florida, the spring breakers.
Saw that, dude. I saw that.
Just where
Bob Menery posted that.
Don't give an F, dude.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, it's so selfish because you might be moving it from one person to another who's then going to go see their grandma next week. And then,
yeah, what is that? I saw that video. It was the side-by-side video.
yeah.
So you had Paris on the left. So this was on like MSNBC or something or CNN. I can't remember. So Paris on the left, aerial footage, live view, just empty streets.
Yeah, nothing.
And then Clearwater, Florida, right now, on the right, thousands of spring break college kids on the beach.
Yeah.
And then and there was like some quote on there that's like, I don't care if I get coronavirus, let me get it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, these people are idiots.
And
And everyone's just pissed at America now because like they see that, and I'm like, oh, cool, no.
well,
everyone
maybe
hates
it's,
us.
I mean, Europe, I read something today that said Italy now has more cases than China. Right. So they've been hit super hard. So maybe Europe just understands it a lot more, obviously, than we do.
Yeah.
But I mean, Americans, obviously, we're quite prideful. So even if we do understand it, kids probably still aren't going to stop. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't
until
know.
they actually like arrest people,
Yep.
which good luck enforcing that. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's the whole thing is like kind of. I even debated even doing this, but I feel like 5 years from now, I'm gonna want to remember like this week. Like this is unreal.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crazy. Every day something different is changing. You know, you're reading new things, and like they just canceled all the state testing in Utah,
Yeah.
so none of the kids have to take like state assessed like the little like the assessment testing or whatever it's called.
Well, even all the rumors going around.
Oh,
It's
thousands.
just getting people all freaked out
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
not getting gas. Like, what is gas going to
Yeah.
do for you?
Yeah.
Just sit at
Somebody
home
was
for 2
saying that the
weeks.
gas trucks are going to stop,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah, it takes
Not
one.
true.
It takes one idiot to start a thread that they send out to their friends, and then they send it to 3, and it's a whole multi-level marketing effect. Right, you get 3 people to sign up underneath you, and then another 3, and then all of a sudden you're in this
Don't buy the
Utah.
products,
Yeah,
buy the licenses
yeah,
to
yeah,
sell
yeah.
the products.
Yeah, yeah. But it's not like it's not even like something you need already. But it's crazy. A couple of rumors, like yesterday with the earthquake, it was like someone tweeted out, "Hey, I heard that the refinery broke in like wherever the refinery
Twilla.
is here in Utah. I don't know where it is.
Twilla.
Yeah,
just going to explode or something.
yeah, someone like tweeted that, and then it went crazy, and then all of a sudden everyone's literally lining up with Costco gas cans, and they're just filling it with gas cans. One of our buddy Anthony Mann went to what is that?
One of the Costco ones, right?
What's that place where you buy yard crap? Cal Ranch.
Oh,
Is that-
yeah.
Is that a yard? No, not that.
No.
IFA. Doesn't matter.
IFA.
Anyways, they sell gas cans there, but they said that they had sold out gas cans by like noon. Like they had just sold out everything, and people were buying like $4,000 generators. Some lady came in and dropped like $4,000 on a generator because she thought we were gonna like people were doomsdayer, dude. You sprinkle a little bit of religion on a national
That's what I was gonna
natural
say,
disaster. Oh, you got a cupcake, bro. It's bad. It's too much. So.
I actually heard somebody say, like, back to something you just said. I heard somebody say, I'm actually glad I'm alive right now to say I went through this. Or, like,
Yeah.
because it's so
History.
out of control that people are going to, like, remember this forever. Just how ridiculous it
I
is.
was talking
right now.
last week about how like we were saying like this is like something like 9/11 where you're like, I'm gonna remember exactly where I was the day the NBA shut down, the day March Madness shut. I mean, obviously not to like compare the two, but like that day, Thursday of last week, is when everything was just dominoed, you know. And then it's like, oh crap, shit, like just got real, you know.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But next week we could all be freaking on lockdown in our basements, dude. No one
Yeah.
knows. So you got to live every day like. It's
Or
your
it'll
last
all
day.
be blown away.
Hopefully they just come out with a vaccine, man.
Yeah, that's too scary.
I had heard there was
The anti-malaria
the
thing.
malaria thing.
Yeah.
They tested 40, all 40 healed 100% in 6 days is what it said.
So why aren't they rolling that out, dude?
I don't know. I think it's in the works, I thought, but I don't want to spread false info on this
Yeah.
podcast.
I know
but
here before
that's what I read.
anything gets given to anybody, the FDA has to approve it, and who knows how long that process can take.
Yeah, but I thought like if it's state of emergency,
But these are over-the-counter drugs.
if it's state of emergency,
really?
you can like lift all that red tape. Yeah, isn't
Possibly.
malaria? Malaria's over the counter, isn't it?
There's something. Yeah, there's two of them they combined or something like that that are just normal,
Oh.
generic, have been around for 50 years.
I read something,
Yeah.
something about that today, but
Hopefully some crap comes out soon because this is out of control.
I know.
Yeah, everyone's saying kids are going to be out till September now with school and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, September? Where'd you get that? Like, where's the logic there? School starts in August normally. They're just saying like 6 months from now or what? Like, it makes no sense.
well, I want to say
I mean,
somebody
from
in
a
our
kid's perspective, I'd be pumped.
so pumped.
I was
My
12
kids
years
are
old right
pissed,
now.
man. Yeah, my younger kids that actually like going to school still are pissed. They like are so sad every
Yeah,
day.
if I was
wanna
in
go
high school, I guess.
yeah, if you're in high school. But even how decent was high school? Now looking back, dude, we were
Well,
chilling.
wish you could be back every day.
But if you're in high school now and you're just chilling,
All right, middle school. There's somewhere I would be pumped.
I don't know. I
Or-
guess you would be. I bet if you're at home doing online school and then you just it's cool if you don't have school, but the fact you can't go hang out with anybody,
Yeah, that sucks.
like it's out.
Just to jump on the religion train for a second about how they're sending a ton of missionaries home.
Yeah.
How pumped would you be if you were a missionary and
Yeah.
got sent home 6 months early?
Yeah, one of my cousins just got sent home today.
Oh,
He was in California, so they got
Oh,
him
wow.
out. Luckily, crazy because that was like literally he got home like noon or 1 o'clock today, and so his brother put
Flight?
something on
Took a
Instagram.
flight home?
Flight home, yeah,
So Salt Lake Airport's back up and running.
yeah. So it's
yeah,
back.
it is.
I didn't know.
And so his brother posted something on Instagram. Was like, oh, looks like so and so got to come home a year early or something because you normally do like a 2-year church mission, right? And I texted him like, dude, where was coronavirus in 0709, bro? I needed that when I was stuck in Moscow.
Would that be?
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, national disaster. Like, I'm done. You know,
Yeah.
just get on with your
Zero
life.
chance of going back out either.
Oh yeah, couldn't pay me enough.
Hopefully my mom doesn't hear this.
No, with the knowledge you have now, 100%. All right, fellas. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Jake's getting drowsy over there, dude.
His eyes closed.
This is
so tired.
the latest you've ever been up.
Yeah, since probably high school. Yeah.
It's not in that way, dude. All right, fellas. Thanks for coming. Hopefully, we're all around next week, man. Well, hopefully, none of you guys got that COVID. So, all right, take it easy.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Thanks.